why do niggas keep going on Vlad TV?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like that nigga really just want to extort niggas, and niggas keep going over there. But like.
Awesome. Welcome back to another episode of Keepin It a Bean. Keepin It a Bean is a podcast where we bring together conversation, commentary, culture all over a cup of coffee. And so thank you for those who are new to the space. My name is Marquise Davon, Keese, but never Mark. You already know what it is. If you are returning, hello to niggas and niggas only. You already know what the vibes are. It is so good to see y'all. If you want to support this here podcast monetarily, you can do so by going to patreon.com/marquisedavon. That is MarquiseDavon. You can support me for as little as $2 a month, which is $24 a year. But, you know, economic anxiety, we're in a recession, the world's at war, probably the third world war going on. So you can support me non-monetarily too. So you can do so by telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You can also do so by using the hashtag Keepin It a Bean on Twitter or KIAB. You can also support us by leaving a rate and review on the podcast platform. So that's Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But if you're watching these beautiful faces up on your screen as well, these familiar faces on the screen as well on YouTube, you can do so. You can support me by subscribing, liking this video, leaving a comment, engaging with the people, doing all the things. And I appreciate you there as well. So you can go to Marquise Davon Productions or type in Keepin It a Bean as well. If not, just support me in the Twitter streets. Make sure you're reposting our videos because this helps us show up on the most important list possible. Thank y'all. All right. Other than that.
He said it was hot so many times and
no
one believed him.
no.
No, I'm cool. I'm just saying we ignored him. We ignored him.
Y'all don't. I got to give y'all context. Cody has had 3 wines and he is acting
3 wines.
outrageous. He is acting outrageous.
I have
for context, Cody does not drink, so
I don't drink. I'm a social drinker.
We need to preference.
I like to hang out sometimes.
So no coffee today. It's just water, baby.
So that's why these glasses are on. Mm-hmm. I have a question for the group.
I'm nervous.
Oh wow!
It's not really a crazy question.
No, go for it, brother.
Okay.
What's your favorite punctuation mark?
Oh, ellipses.
See?
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy because that's mine.
I just use ... But
why?
I be ... in the shit out of
because you know some people. Some of my friends call me an aggressive texter because I use proper punctuation.
We do.
And I like to just
you like
sit
a period at the end.
I do.
Period.
You like a comma for the proper noun too.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand that too.
Good brothers,
educators. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me find out one of y'all niggas use a semicolon. Y'all top tier. Y'all different. I'm just saying.
I only
Oxford
do that in
comma?
arguments.
I don't like the Oxford. I
like the Oxford comma either.
I don't know what that is.
So like there's a list of us. So there's Cody, comma, Brandon, comma, Elijah, comma, and Marquise.
So you would just do one.
No comma. Yeah,
but you got the option though. To add
you have the option if you want.
Yeah.
So the Oxford comma is adding it in, but I don't really.
It's an unnecessary
care for the
rule.
Oxford comma.
All right. I like a comma. I throw commas everywhere.
So comma's your favorite punctuation?
No, I'm partial to a hyphen.
Ooh.
Just because my last name is, I'm not gonna tell y'all, but my mother is a strong black woman and she wasn't fighting over no last name. She was gonna keep both of them.
We support.
So I love a hyphen.
Black power.
Yeah, I like a hyphen.
Thank you.
And hyphen is pretty exclusive too. You don't run into hyphens a lot. I got a hyphen in my last name. Who is that? You got a hyphenated last name? So I feel like I find cousins when we have hyphens in our last name. My
crazy.
best friend got a hyphenated last name too, so.
I have 2 last names when I don't have a hyphenated last name.
No hyphen. What's your second last name?
Antonetti.
What?
Yeah. Marquise Davon Richard Antonetti is my full name.
Did any of y'all know that?
He didn't share this with us.
That's fucking crazy.
I never knew.
Oh.
You're a liar. Who are you?
I don't know. It's all a
That's
lie.
why.
That's what you know. What there was a
Italian?
question that how long have we been friends? I'm trying to figure that out now. Antonetti.
Antonetti.
Never.
Antonetti.
We've never been
Antonetti.
friends,
Yeah.
clearly.
Well, that's actually really wild.
That's fucking
Antonetti.
I feel like I've told this before.
wild. You've never
We've
said that
never
shit.
known.
Not once have you uttered Antonetti.
Oh. That's my
You just said don't call me Mark.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Absurd.
Are you Italian?
No. So it's
I knew there was
Puerto
some white
Rican.
in there.
No,
Oh, shit.
Continue.
you're projecting. Speak for yourself and your ancestry.
Hit you with the
Because why would he ever do that?
Continue. Good
No,
sir.
it's Giovanni Antonetti. So like when my family's from a full of maroons, so these are the black people who revolted against colonization in Puerto Rico. So thank you. See, family full of revolutionaries. Stop playing. But yeah, so Giovanni Antonetti. I've always questioned it as well because I feel like this is very Italian, but it's Giovanni Antonetti. Sorry. Anyways, that's your learning lesson for today.
All right, so a hyphen.
Damn, that's crazy.
You guys
he
like-
wasn't saying the
He
name.
wasn't saying. I'll bleep it out for you.
Oh shit!
It's cool.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
But I don't know this nigga any other way.
I mean, yes, but
Yeah.
you gotta, you know.
For Dubs,
Dubs, big Dubs.
Big dubs.
but he don't like that.
Dubs, all right.
Dubs
Grew.
alright.
Dubs grew on.
You
me.
got your dubs up, bro.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
Dubs.
Okay.
Take a dubs.
For Dubs, redacted, likes a hyphen.
Mm-hmm.
You two niggas. I forget what you
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
I like it because it's good to pause for dramatic effect.
Exactly.
Oh, well
Okay.
done.
You get it. That was good.
Well done.
All right.
And what about you?
Nigga, you asked the question. All right, bro.
This is
Hey, man, what are you keeping
I
it
like
being
an.
about?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, I like an exclamation point. But you guys,
knew it was
you
coming,
guys know I
'cause he's
type.
childish.
I type in lowercase,
Yeah.
so it's a quiet exclamation point.
Yeah.
It's like how I speak in monotone.
And then
More
when
or
you get
less.
really excited, you're like, ah.
Yeah, it's real subtle, so that I really enjoy it.
How many times y'all heard this nigga yell before?
You know what? Recently,
Yeah.
Twice.
he's been getting some shit off.
Oh, okay.
It's facts.
All right.
Kids been getting on my
Off the
fucking
recently.
nerve.
Oh,
Oh,
at work.
oh.
At work. That's at work.
Well, shit. You
No,
never
no,
know.
there it goes.
I don't judge, brother.
You know what? You got to do what you got
Got
to do.
Riesling in the flask.
Just a
Holla
little
at him.
bit. Okay.
Yeah,
Got him.
that's
That's
it.
classy.
More or less. So I'm chill.
Mhm.
Exclamation point. It's just something about it.
I love that.
I like excitement.
Mac Dre, everybody.
Wouldn't tell.
Say that again.
Yeah, my hair is out,
He looks like Mac
and
Dre.
I grew my
I
beard.
know.
grew it back.
He doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, this shit was
He's
gone.
no longer
Nah,
a
it was
cop on the
irky,
show,
wasn't it?
y'all. He's no longer a cop. Okay?
He was never a cop because
Bro,
when I was 11,
nope.
I
I
turned
don't know, I
13.
felt
don't
a
fuck with
little-
12.
Nah, I can't say that.
Your mind.
But
Yes.
know.
I can't say it.
I think you should.
I think you should say it. We'll beep it out.
Felt a little racist.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be a bigger reveal.
No,
No.
It's a racist
I,
dad.
when I
Very-
called you a
yeah, it's
nigger, I
cop
meant
snitch.
it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There it goes.
There it goes.
Yep.
Boom, pow, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. That's
Cody's a
what's up.
racist. That's what they teach you in the Midwest?
Damn.
All right. Anyways, I think there are some congratulations in order.
Yes.
Okay, there are because there's a lot of newness happening. First, happy belated birthday! Yeah,
30 years old.
he's freshly 30,
30 years old.
Welcome to the
and
club.
Thank you.
and
I hate
That's
it
two
here.
clubs we joined. You joined. What? Look at us.
wow,
30 years old.
30?
Well, okay, yeah.
Sure.
My brother.
Pleasure.
Well done.
I can't ask the question.
Y'all made eye contact.
I think
Yo.
we did.
Ew.
What's wrong with that?
Brother,
The one of
Brother,
one of your clubs, they don't do well with that.
Oh, that's true.
Anyway.
They're one club. Yeah, let's give them the other handshake.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyways,
God.
but also
I got rocks in my pocket.
he's a graduate, y'all.
Yes, sir.
He's a degree. Bro, they've been playing with you. I feel like since I first met you, you've been going through this journey
Bro,
for a long periodical time.
Every single year, they say, "Yo, you about to graduate." And I tell everybody, "Yeah, I'm almost finished, guys." Every fall, they say, "Hold up, brother, you missed the deadline." The only plus to a competency-based accelerated program of learning is that you should be able to graduate as soon as your coursework is finished.
Yeah.
And they have held me back at every turn. So now that I have this paper,
Say
I,
it.
I shouldn't say it.
Nah, but you
Just
gonna
say
say
it.
it.
I fucking hate.
Oh.
And if you
Redact.
if you redact it,
Hey, there's about to be a lot of editing for this episode. So
Edit.
when y'all watch this and you see a bunch of cuts, just know
Edit.
Got 3 weeks before y'all.
keeping it a
start.
bean after dark.
Yeah, no, I'm
After
always
dark,
grateful.
after dark.
I'm grateful to have received this paper. I really, really, really fought for it. My route in the undergraduate realm was very unconventional. I started, I stopped, I started, I stopped, and I'm so grateful that I finished. My diploma came in the mail on Sunday, and I just handed it to my mother. I'm like, yo, this one is yours. If I go back for my master's, that's the one I'll keep, because she sent me to school. She bankrolled the whole thing. I dropped out. I had my daughter in 2015. I worked at Walmart 3 years. I was throwing trash out in claims. I was doing security. I was driving. I was selling knives. I was doing a whole bunch of just nut shit. I tried that Verb
the
shit for a
Cutco
while.
knives?
Vector marketing.
Hey,
Oh.
nah, so the thing is though,
I remember.
they're really
that
good
marketing.
knives.
They're
They
great
are
knives.
They're
really good
amazing knives.
Yeah.
It was just the wrong market.
Who's
You gotta
paying
keep
for that?
sharpening them.
But how you gonna sell knives to like high school kids? Like it was everybody's first high school job.
I
Yeah.
can never cut the penny.
That was everybody's first high
You
school,
could cut
bro.
a penny.
What?
Oh, you don't
Yeah,
understand.
no, you never seen the video.
The kitchen shears?
I knew they were nice. I didn't
Oh
know
no, you can cut a penny and not in half. You can cut around the
Yeah,
penny
bro.
until you have a spiral.
Like paper.
yeah.
Shit is magical.
But the thing with knives, you got to keep sharpening them.
That's right. But they had a sharpening kit.
Oh,
I mean, these are the
with
best
it.
set of knives ever. Just there's no one who was.
It's
gonna buy
quite
that.
possibly the best investment you can make as an adult.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
I love a good kitchen knife.
What was y'all's first job?
It was that
It was that.
vector marketing. It was my first pyramid scheme too. My second pyramid scheme was Verve energy drinks. They said Michael Jordan. They said Michael
Verve is
Jordan drank
crazy.
these. They were delicious though.
I worked in a Target warehouse. I worked for 1 day and left.
Oh wow.
Bro, this old head was like, yeah, man, I fucking love it here, bro. That nigga was hunched over. No, your body does not love it.
Oh.
You need to
Quasimodo?
leave. Bro, I left.
That's crazy. Hunched over, I was like, drugs? Like, he was on heroin?
Bro,
No, he just had a humpback.
Bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to
Yeah,
humpback.
no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Never again.
First job, Elijah.
Paper route?
Oh,
Nor my
Route?
first
I don't
job.
know why I thought Gap was.
No,
first
no.
job.
Gap was the later years of my life.
Oh.
After the paper route, I think I worked for Parks and Rec
It's
for
a
the
dream
city
job.
of Gaithersburg.
Soon.
Shout out to Maryland.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
I love Gaithersburg.
Really? Oh yeah, you know the
Yeah,
homies.
Gaithersburg. Yeah, I love Gaithersburg.
Yeah, you know some of the yeah.
My folks live out that way.
Yeah, big gang shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the county boys, you know.
County. Shout out
kids.
to Bam.
Y'all
Shout out to
are
all of them.
Keys?
Hey.
They're different. McDonald's.
Shout out to Shaq. Shout out to Swaver.
Shout out to
Got
Shaq,
the,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, you got the merch on.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's a
Nice.
vagina.
County kid. You know
You
that
touched
is
his vagina.
that is a
That's
vagina.
crazy. You just poked my vagina. All right.
So I worked at McDonald's for 4.5
yes,
years. That
I
was my
knew about
first
the
job.
McDonald's vibes.
Yes. I worked my way up to a crew
This nigga
trainer
ain't asked
from
for no consent. That's
7.
crazy.
He did not. Yeah. I
Poison
know.
in your own community.
Wow. It'd be your own people.
Niggas.
I also worked at Express.
Oh.
I worked at
you were
Express.
fancy.
Yeah, and they I was a door greeter and a clothes folder. And once I was 19 and I wasn't well personable. It was once they realized, because it's hard being a door greeter, because once the first person you say hello to walk past you, you don't want to greet nobody no more. So the third or
Were
fourth,
you like loud with it? Because I feel
No,
like
I
you've always
wasn't.
been
I was like-
quiet.
I was like,
This
hey.
nigga
I said, hi, welcome to Express.
scary ass.
So one afternoon went by. I was working there for maybe they gave me 2 days. My second day greeting, they said, "Hey, just come back here with me." I said, "Oh, where are we going?" They put me in the back, bro. There was no windows, one door, and they just had me putting the sensors on the clothes.
Can I say
And time froze.
this is? I want to get to my Keepin' It a Bean because this story is the perfect transition to my Keepin' It a Bean. Can I go? Can I go? I just want to say,
But congratulations.
congratulations,
I'm proud of
brother.
you.
I'm
Okay,
very
you
proud. Yeah,
deserve
hold
it.
on. Let's,
Yes, cheers to that.
It's a beautiful moment.
Y'all
Look at
so
that.
much. Just
Shout out to-
water.
Come on.
Niggas out here successful and shit. And even more so successful because what I've learned, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Most people from our generation just walked about this world, unless they weren't extremely high functioning, with a little touch of the tism, just a little touch.
Just a touch.
I think we're, it's a vast spectrum. A lot of people talked about being neurodivergent. I hear that word a lot. But I'm coming to realize that our parents didn't diagnose us or take us to get tested. One, because it was a little taboo. Two, if you were high functioning, then they were like, "Ooh, my son just, has a really big interest in trains." But and if you weren't high functioning, then they was throwing the R word around.
Yes, they were.
Right?
Yep.
So there's just a world of 25 to 30 somethings that are just walking about a little tizzed out. I mean, excuse me, a little shit. Somebody else go.
A little tiz.
So honestly, we probably just went around very undiagnosed and trying to figure out what was wrong with us and not really
Now he
knowing
want to
how.
clean it up. He
Bitch,
I'm trying.
This guy's a pro.
I was going to say, I was
Because
going
he
to
was
get
trying
there.
to get there.
I was
Anyways,
going to get there.
you're
But what
welcome.
I'm saying is, I'm noticing quite a few of my peers, my friends, my colleagues, some good people around me.
He definitely just turned this way.
He
didn't
looked straight at you.
I'm scanning the room actually.
I
Are
know,
a
I know there's something wrong with
a
me.
little autistic, and there's a few moments.
Mhm.
B and I just learned earlier that we shared a similar moment where we might have realized we have just a touch.
Just a touch.
Just a touch.
We had some sensory needs. Mine was not as dramatic as his, but we're not going to be comparative.
And we're not going to say it on here.
I think we should.
I think we should. Go for
I,
it, brother.
I have had a tumultuous relationship with shoes. As a child, they would literally bring me to the point of tears. Something about having my toes restricted did not agree with me.
Don't laugh.
Excuse
Don't
me.
you dare laugh.
Excuse me.
Hold on. This is a moment of honesty.
Excuse me.
Shoe prisons.
This is what
Shoe prisons. Now, I don't know if y'all know anything about Jamaicans, but I have Jamaican foot bottom, and I would describe I would describe my gnarled toes as
this is crazy.
the imagery.
It only gets worse.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not loud.
This is a vulnerable
This is
moment.
a vulnerable moment. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, brother.
Not me, nigga.
Hey, yo.
Excuse me.
All right, my fault.
A ginger root comes to mind. Have you ever seen a cloister of ginger?
You ever seen gang signs?
So rightfully so, my parents wanted to keep my dogs covered. I would.
Sorry. I'm focused. Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
They throw a shoe on me. Going to church, bro. Like I would cry, not because the shoes hurt. Something about having my toes bunched up. Y'all not listening to me.
I'm
Something about your toes.
No.
I'm helping them
no.
understand. This is for the people. Go ahead, brother.
He is trivializing my pain.
I'm not.
It's Elijah. Don't speak for all.
So
we are of the same.
we cut from the same
We
cloth.
cut from the.
So that's when I knew I had some sensory needs. Other than that, I shake all the time.
Yeah.
I'm frequently rocking. Like it's something, and people be looking at me weird as a grown man.
You gotta self-soothe because look at him.
In professional meetings, I'm in here just like this. I can't sit down for more than 10 minutes at a time.
Oh wait,
I'm
neither
sitting
can
up.
I.
I'm walking the room. Niggas
Now-
getting a realization.
Can I put it here? Because the reason why I say we're so high function, you saw us just shake hands. We made direct eye contact. We're good socially. We just need to self-soothe a little bit. There's some sensory needs.
Yep.
I shared
I can't sit still,
that
dog.
when I was younger
It's over.
and would use a public bathroom to make a poopy.
Can I pause right here?
Go for it.
You ain't say it was a public bathroom now.
It wasn't a
That's not what you.
Well, I said any bathroom. I just didn't specify if it was
Neatly
private or
folded.
public. But if I had to take a shit, then I gotta go. And what I would do, is I would take all my clothes off and I would fold them and put them on the ground while I was taking a shit. And I grew out of it.
Was you butt ass?
I grew,
Hold on.
No.
Did you take your shirt off?
I
Was
grew.
it all off?
Did you take your shirt off?
I couldn't have.
Did you
clothes
take
on
your
me
shirt
while I
off?
was shitting.
Did you
even
take your
socks.
shirt off?
Not even socks.
No, it was
No socks.
No.
Bare.
in
foot
public
bottom.
bathroom?
the doors closed.
Oh.
In a public bathroom?
You know, in
was
America,
a
they got the
child.
crack in the bathroom. Someone
I was
saw.
a child.
Oh my gosh.
Look, y'all. What
No,
I'm
no,
saying-
no. We're not gonna make him feel.
Yeah,
bad, though.
that's
No,
this
it is
where-
what it
you know
is.
what? Listen, and
You've
look,
grown.
and look at me now.
Look at you now.
Look at us.
Successful.
That's what I'm saying.
Navigating.
And I
the
don't take
world.
all my
Two
clothes
articles
off
of
anymore.
clothing.
Good.
Proud of you.
I don't
Well,
take
at
all my
least
clothes off.
two
He
articles.
In
just
fact,
takes-
I don't even take shits in public bathrooms because I'm kind of scared.
I can't do it.
That's called evolution. You grew up. Proud of you.
Touch of tism.
Wow. I walk on my toes.
Wait, I do that too, though. Really
Okay, you already know it. I tried to tell him. Amanda used to make fun of me. She's like, "So you walking your toes?"
All that to
Nigga,
say,
you six.
I
You
want you all
6'2",
6'2". Yep, strong.
and you walking on your toes.
when you're barefoot.
When I'm barefoot.
Yeah,
Why-
yeah, not
why
in
you-
your shoes.
No,
Yeah.
not
Why
in
does
my
that? Why
shoes.
would that make a difference in this argument?
Well,
What the
that
fuck
would
you
be
trying to talk
weird.
about? 'Cause it's
Why
weird
you-
if I don't
it's-
tiptoe when I'm in.
Why are you tiptoeing?
In
your
your
own house?
Jordans.
Yes, in my own house.
Why is that?
I don't know.
So quiet.
So quiet.
They go with
Careful. Careful.
It might be trauma. Fuck y'all.
So what I'm saying though is if we all just take some time to reflect and potentially go get diagnosed, we might come to find out that many of us,
Or X-Men.
that's also what people used to call the R word.
Please don't mention
Where I'm
anything
from.
about X-Men 97.
You didn't-
I
you
haven't
didn't-
seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
What's wrong with you?
I just found out my Disney password.
Tism. Go ahead. Who else is keeping it?
Please. Oh, I would actually like to say something. I didn't realize this many people watched our episode, and there has been at least 15 people that
Since
came
you
up to me
pineapples?
to talk about pineapples. And
Jewel posted it too.
right, I didn't realize that many people didn't know if you smelled the butt of a pineapple. And I'm not trying to go back on it,
No, it's okay. It's here now.
but I hope y'all understand where I was coming from. If No need to repeat.
I'm not repeating anything. I'm just saying.
There's no need to repeat.
It's not even about that. It's just.
I just didn't know that many people didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
People have stopped me too, and I'm not even the person that said it.
Yeah, I get stopped.
Yeah.
I got sent 5 or 6 DMs around it.
So thank you, one, for watching, and I really hope you learned something. If you guys hadn't noticed, this was the original plant. It's a little more styrofoam.
It's a little beat up. What is this? Is a broad strap.
See? So again, social cues, a little autism. That's not the time to point that.
I'm not going to be able to release this episode. This is crazy.
Can I keep it a bean?
Keep it a beat, brother.
Keep it a bean, brother. Bring us back.
It's ironic. Now that I got this degree in early childhood, it's a dual cert for early childhood and SPED. But it's ironic now that I got it. I really fear that my time of education has come to a close. These kids have no fear and no respect at all for their elders, even their preferred adults. I'm going to try to keep this story as short as I can without getting triggered in the meantime.
Oh my God.
My taxes just hit on Tuesday for a robust amount, as I have 3 kids that reside in my home.
Oh, you got big money back.
Yeah, boy, they gave me something.
Hey, let's
you
go,
got kids. You're a father.
Yeah, I got some kids in my house.
That's right.
And often I go
Call
without,
them
but
shoot 'em up.
not this month. And did. And will again. I'm joking.
I'm telling.
We have be about to have a snip party too.
So, lunch came around, and normally I eat the kids' freebies. They call me a freebie killer. I saw the menu. I have it favorited in my bookmarks. Oh. They have the regional lunch menu. Sometimes I check it before my hunger gets the best of me.
This is crazy.
Today I said, no, God, I'm going to treat myself to a Whopper combo. I love Burger King. It's something about a char grilled burger.
Hold on. What I tell you?
I never said anything.
What I tell you?
Listen,
I make an active decision to go to Burger King.
I like Burger King.
Thank you.
Yeah, kindred spirits. My burger's 12 minutes away. I'm salivating. It reaches the front office. I go grab it too sweet. I bring it down to the cafeteria and indulge. It came with one of their new wraps. I got a spicy buffalo. The whole meal, without delivery included, was about $12.99, maybe 1,400 calories. I'm watching my proteins. I was very satisfied. Burger King, I have nothing to say to besmirch your name whatsoever.
I love it.
I took maybe 5 good bites of my Whopper and still had half left. A fight erupted in the cafeteria. It was a ruckus. It was a ruckus. It was a cacophony. Noise, taco meat everywhere. Adults slipping. Kids' phones getting broken.
Thank you for the context, because I was like, why the fuck is there taco meat? Where the fuck this?
It was taco.
I got my chest hair out. I'm like, wait.
It was Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
And I've stopped enough fights mid-meal. I said to myself, B, you don't have to do this no more, especially when you got your cert at state. I don't have to stop no more fights.
You're above it.
I'm above that. I've stopped enough. Y'all have seen it. I've stopped enough. The fight spilled out into the hallway. Adults went with it, and all of a sudden I found myself alone with probably 45 kids under my care. Another fight erupts inside the cafeteria. They were like hyenas. They felt that.
Just ravenous.
Ravenous. I reluctantly placed my Whopper down.
I was there.
He saw it all. I reluctantly placed my Whopper down. I folded it neatly and put it back in its original packaging. I stopped that fight. I escorted both those kids to social work. The police was called. People were taken care of. And I thought this would be a good time to cozy back up to my Whopper. As I unwrapped the package, I noticed it was squozed. One of these nasty children used their bare mitt and squeezed my sandwich on all sides and then wrapped it back neatly and walked away from the scene of the crime. I shed a single tear.
Dog, I was there.
He said squoze.
I shed a single. Ain't that the past participle of squeeze? It is today. You ever cozy up to a meal? You sit down, your shoulders is.
You doing a little hum. You do the hum while you walk over to him.
Imagine, to my surprise,
Surprise.
my Whopper is in 6 separate pieces.
neatly wrapped up.
Yeah. So one of these young men, I can't say no names because I understand how the business works, but he walked up to me. He said, "Yo, what happened?" I said, "Yo, they squirrels my Whopper." He said, "They squirrels your Whopper." I said, "Yeah." Look, I put my hand on him like this. He said, "I understand."
Shook it.
And I fought with that all day. And I told Cody, I said, "Listen, bro, I know it's petty, but I'm going to go to the head of ops and I'm going to have them turn these cameras back, not to see the fight.
I
to see
encouraged this nigga to do it.
I need to see who squirrels my Whopper." So we watching footage. He accommodated me. He understands. He said, "Your sandwich?" I said, "My Whopper." We watching footage.
How much was the whole meal again?
I think it was $12.99. With delivery, it was $17.99. Burger King is cheap, and they got combo meals. Shout out to Burger King.
Okay, come on now.
We watching footage probably 11 minutes, and nothing was happening. I said, "Did I imagine it in my mind?" Lo and behold, that boy who asked me what happened.
I knew it.
The boy, he approached my Whopper. He put his hand in the bag and squoze it. And I really considered putting my 2 weeks in that day. Because how much more can I take?
Bro, I'm telling you, I was there the whole time.
That's a sociopath.
Bro,
That child can't be let out into the real world.
I don't think
listen
so.
though, he was gonna die with the lie. He
consoled him.
No. He went up to him, he was like, "Yo, you squoze my sandwich." He's like, "Dog, it wasn't me."
I said, "You're on camera. It's CCTV. And it's clear."
4K.
He said, "I put it on this and I put it on that. Wallahi, he not Muslim."
On a lie.
Oh,
He not Muslim.
He not Muslim.
Wait, when was this? I pray it wasn't Ramadan.
Ramadan had just ended.
No,
Ramadan was
it
Wednesday.
was Wednesday.
Yeah, so this was
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Right before Ramadan ended. Wallahi, I put this on this dead relative and that dead relative. I said, "Young man."
You lucky they already dead.
Oh my God.
So long story short, did he reimburse me the price of my sandwich? Yes. But I'm still not consoled.
Did he do the delivery fees and then also any emotional damages?
In recompense, I needed something, but
It's a good at least $30
Can we
minimum.
just stop at recompense?
recompense.
Yeah,
I tossed and turned. And I think my tenure in education is coming to a close for that reason. That's all. I'm sorry if I trauma dumped on y'all.
No, it's okay. We're here. This is a safe space.
No, you know what?
We support you. Yeah.
You know what? Y'all are good friends.
Because that nigga was crazy.
He was laughing the whole time.
Listen, when the whole thing was going down, I felt bad, but I was crying, laughing. He called his girl. I couldn't even keep it together because I know how it feels. He said, "Baby." I start crying. My sandwich.
Wait, but I can hear it. Baby.
No, she over here. Is that Cody laughing?
I said they squoze my Whopper. As soon as we saw the footage, I hit the school-wide group chat. I said, "I found the child that squoze my Whopper. Thank you, everybody, for your contribution."
No one contributed.
It's just,
okay?
Damn.
I'm okay now. I've healed,
good?
man. Yeah. And I got 2 Whopper Juniors the next day. I felt better.
That's what's up. Because you
and
deserve it. You are deserving.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's just you think you order a sandwich, you get to enjoy that sandwich. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how the
You think
world
where
should
you
work.
work is a safe place?
You would think it's a safe.
And
a
your mouth
safe
was
way.
fixed on it. Pause.
Yo.
I was really. I had my mind set on that.
Yo. Hey, yo.
I'm just saying. What was
But he was going to make it work.
He was gonna make it work. When you like,
He had his
have a
mind on
taste
his
for something,
meat.
You really got a taste for something.
Yeah, I
And you-
was really. And then
He said he wanted a steak
soda
earlier.
Too. I had a soda too. You think if somebody squeezing your sandwich, you guarantee they spit in your soda. So I threw that out.
That's a safe bet.
I wasn't. You're not gonna catch me slipping twice.
Just try.
What about the
Oh
what
my
about the
gosh.
snack wrap? The
Are
little
you okay?
buffalo
You know what the
jump?
worst part of the story
You
is?
okay?
That same child I had split that wrap with right before the sandwich.
Hey, this is wild.
I didn't know that part.
Who is this child?
He said,
We cannot say.
He said, "OG, let me get half that." I said, "You know what, you hungry mongrel."
You said more than mongrel. Did you see it? He's like, you hungry?
I pieced it with him, and I gave it to him. I said,
Damn.
"Take this."
That's godly.
Oh my goodness.
These kids live in a food desert. I'm just trying to do my part. and it hurts that that's the price I had to pay.
You're such a good person.
You are.
I have a
person.
question.
You have a good
Wow.
spirit. I'm nervous for the question. Go
I'm
ahead.
nervous too.
Don't be.
He's good.
What you want to say?
I'm all right. I'm not.
He's
I'm
not.
all right.
No, you're not.
He's good.
I like to watch a lot of Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly like I just started it.
Oh.
I'm
Let me know
on
when you finish
episode I think 6 now.
Let me know when you finish it.
I will. But I like to watch a lot of murder mysteries.
Interesting.
And I've recently gotten into cults.
Oh my goodness. There is a rise of people who like specifically cults, and it's so weird.
It's interesting because I realize how, and this could be insensitive, but how, I guess impressionable is a better word to say.
There you go.
Niggas be reading.
Proud of you.
Yeah, because I was going to say stupid. So let's just roll with that. You really see like people are lost and they really need something to follow to make them feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gangs.
I think gangs, but I think social media influencers are the new day age of cults.
Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Keep going.
Interesting.
If you watch the folks lifting weights, right? I need you to do, or this is the workout that I'm doing. You know, at first it seemed genuine and authentic, but now they're like, hey, how about you buy this tummy tea? How about you buy this accessory to go with this tummy tea? Because now they're building their brand and they're getting their money.
Yeah.
But everybody's doing it. They got hundreds of thousands of followers and they're all buying into the same thing. Take people on YouTube that are doing financial stuff. Yo, this is how I got out of debt in the beginning. But now it's how about you sign up for Acorns, use my affiliate link, and
use my promo code.
yeah, and now everybody's still broke, but now they still getting money.
Pyramid
Same
scheme.
thing with
Big pyramid scheme. Vibes.
pyramid schemes and cults. So you got to feed into it to make sure that they get their money. But at any point in their time, they can just completely switch. And my last point is a lady that I don't even know. I just saw her on Twitter. She when the eclipse happened, right? She was like, "Yo, they just said like this girl had died. She had killed her baby, killed her partner, or something."
Oh my gosh!
some
Yes,
shit
because
like that.
the
You know what I'm
eclipse
talking about?
disturbed her.
Disturbed
Yes.
it. And I didn't know anything about her, but I went to her tweets and I'm looking at like, she's like, everybody make sure you get your shit right. Everybody get your mind right. Get right with whoever you're getting right with. And I keep going back and she's doing all these rituals and for me felt demonic, but whatever. She's doing all her things, getting her shit off. And I'm looking at everybody just so sad and disappointed. Like, yo, I used to follow her. I used to do all these things. Like, that could have been me. She could have just said, yo, take your life. And I probably would have done it. And I'm just like, wow.
Just drinking the Kool-Aid.
These social media influencers could be cult leaders.
Well,
hold on. You got.
you gotta go.
All right. Yeah.
You can go. I'll follow off.
Because it's an allusion to the same conversation I've had around like, I guess I could say God bless the dead for him, but like Kevin Samuels and like the bald youngin who drive his Bugatti. What's his name?
Oh, the pastor.
No, he's talking about
Andrew Tate. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew Tate.
How like all it takes, the algorithm is demonic and very powerful. All it takes is for you to like one little post, right? Specifically around like these people who are feeling lonely based on their relationships. You like one little post that could be just around like men and women need to hold themselves accountable, right? And then your algorithm like curates every post on that explore page around that. And when you don't have community, when you don't have people to like sit with to tell you like, hey, actually, let me give you this perspective, right? Because that's really all it is. You're just not saying the things out loud. You're not communicating with people to actually give and provide like a varying perspective. You get locked into it. And then you just keep cycling and that bullshit just keeps cycling and cycling. And next thing you know, you're like staying up at 3 a.m. watching Kevin Samuels videos of him telling black women he hates them or whatever he does on his videos. And like,
I'm not doing anything anymore.
well, yeah, because he's dead. But but sorry, I mean he is. I don't know what else to say.
R.I.P. OJ.
Yeah. But it's very easy when you don't have a community around you. And it's the same thing, right? People who are looking at those like fitness videos and those workout things usually don't have a community inspired around them. That's why like niggas who our personal trainers can charge so much fucking money because like in that moment, people are really desperate and need people to validate them.
Well, it's interesting. I think it's interesting because it's like there's two sides to every coin, right? And I think about that on like my end because now I have a bunch of random niggas who come up to me and be like, "Good morning, niggas and niggas only." Like, and I'm just like, I don't know you, right? But I think about it too because it's just like there is like this search of community, and so many different communities are so accessible now. And so I'm like, there's also like what we're talking about here is like the dark side to social media and influence and how people leverage it because there are people who are seeking out. They look at my platform, they're like, oh, this is how I can also navigate this world. Some people look at you and they're just like, oh, this is how I can like navigate this world, right? And so they see a different expression of what things could be. And so I'm just like, I think the part that I agree with you on is like a lot of social media right now actually will suppress my content in order to raise up the problematic shit because social media is also radicalizing a lot of black boys right now, radicalizing like a lot of men just in general. And like there's like this lostness that's happening and people are trying to find themselves, but the manosphere speaks to a particular anger that men are experiencing in today's time. But then where they'll come to my platform or like a FD signifier or a forums page, it's harder for us to beat the algorithm. And we were just talking about it on Olay's show. But we were just like, yo, it's hard to be out here as content creators who want to do something that feels more educational, feels a little bit more responsible, because we have to beat out the shade rooms. We have to beat out the neighborhood talks. We have to beat out the breakfast clubs. And this is spaces where niggas don't want to be challenged, right? And so I think it's even harder when we are talking around like, here's the responsible long-term thing that we have to do. And so I'm like, where do we fall into like that space of like, here's a platform that's trying to be socially responsible. Here's a platform because it's the attention economy. What happens when your fan base gets big and you get like your diehard fans, people who are only going to see art shows because of your photography, people who are only going to your events? Like, at what point are we arguing that like these people are not being responsible with their platforms and that's how these cults are being formed? Or what happens if it's like a space of influence and that's just what we are like? When do we become intentional with our platforms? And when do you feel like you have to become intentional with like your growing fan base and your growing fan base and your growing fan base?
I think it's on. I'm sorry. I think it's on the listener or the watcher because, you know, you mentioned, and this is something that's I've been harping on. Like, folks really put so much stock into like the shade room or anything like that. Like, I like ignorance too. I think it's funny.
It's fun.
But like,
I think that's why we're all friends.
Yeah, agreed. But we can't take. But we have our people. They take it a little more seriously than they should, and we don't have enough folks like you that are able to push the boundary of like these are things that we should be listening to from our own folks. Right. But like we think of that shit as like, oh, that's corny. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to laugh, and I get it. I like laughing, but like. We put too much stock into bullshit, especially bullshit that tears us down at the end of the day. Like, why do niggas keep going on Vlad TV?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like that nigga really just want to extort niggas, and niggas keep going over there. Agreed. But like, why don't niggas come over to Keith's podcast and actually talk about some intellectual shit? I know we talk about funny shit, but like, why don't niggas like want to hear more about like what's happening from our perspective in the news? Like, how is this affecting black folks or anybody else? You know, that's the shit that be harping on me. And I'm like, and that goes into what I feel like people in cult shit is like ignorant because you're choosing to listen to something that it may help you hear, but like you need to expand your palette.
And the empathetic part is like, I think you were alluding to it, is like people are searching for community.
Yeah,
like,
because I don't want to say that people are like choosing to go down that road. Like, it's a sense of it's
people are preying on vulnerability.
It's feeling lost. It's feeling invalidated. When you go through a breakup, right, and you don't have people to actually talk to amidst the breakup, and you're sitting by yourself, and then you like start to dive in to anybody who can validate the way you're feeling, right? It's easy to get lost in bullshit content because you haven't been able to like say it out loud.
Thank y'all for not letting me get lost.
That's beautiful. But that's what it is, right? It's real easy if you're remotely self-aware to still get lost in that because you succumb to so much heavy emotion, right? And so anybody who says anything, and this is for women too, right? Like, it happens on everyone's end, and that's kind of part of the problem is that we make it like a gender thing.
But in reality.
But it's just everybody just needs to
everybody.
fucking learn to communicate. But like it's you get caught up in that. It's so easy to get caught up in that when you're just heavy and high on emotion.
Yeah.
So I don't want it like I for all of it, for the fitness people, for
Did I tailor towards men?
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
no,
Oh,
no,
I'm just making sure.
No, I'm saying like the tummy tea, like all of what you were alluding to with the cults and things. It's easy to do that when people are preying
on insecurities,
on vulnerability and insecurity.
Yeah.
And like that's the dark side that we all know of social media. And like the light side, as you said, is like there is very real community that exists. Maybe, you might have to start Keeping It a Being podcast with like some really wild takes just so the algorithm will pull it and they be like, hey,
Facts.
disclaimer, my bad. That's not
Facts.
real.
Well, guess I guess we're gonna keep the first part of this episode in. You feel
That's
me?
crazy.
Okay. You were about to say something to B?
Yeah.
I felt a lot of ways as y'all spoke. What stuck out to me the most, I guess, is just how unnatural a place the internet is.
Yeah.
I don't know when the internet's inception was, probably the 70s or 80s, but I know it's definitely been less than 60 years. The internet's been a part of our lives. Yeah. And in that time, like we've just seen so many unprecedented events.
Yeah.
It's social media's rise right now. Anybody can be propelled into superstardom from us viewing one non-contextual moment and having an opinion on it. And those moments inspire followers, and that might not even be who that person is. Like, I remember Trinidad James. He sticks out to me when he dropped fucking
All Gold Everything.
All Gold Everything. Dressed up under the guise of an image that just did not reflect his character at all, and had to commit to that image to sell records. And he had people following him up to that point until he was like, bro, this is not even me. I'm not even on no street shit. I'm not a gold wearing nigga. I'm just a fashion guy. That's what I'm into. But people were supporting him. The internet creates those kind of pockets. Another thing I think of is that people force you to be, in that case, like people force you to be who they want you to be. Like, I wish you were this kind of cool ass rapping ass nigga, and I need you to keep being that nigga. When Cody was talking about the fitness thing, I was thinking about kind of like the rise of CrossFit, for instance. I think is a really good example.
It's wild.
Because CrossFit is like, in every sense of the word, anti-science. In their movements, in their intensity, in their training, in their lifestyle.
He's cooking.
It is though. It's like your motions are not.
Phrenology.
Yeah, you're not exercising. You're doing high intensity bullshit. It's not even full movements. But think about how much community was found in that CrossFit thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing it, even though it didn't make any sense at all. So yeah, I was just thinking about a lot of different things as you guys were speaking. Most of what sticks out to me though is that the internet is not a place. I mean, there are pockets to find honest, healthy community in the internet, but so many other opportunities to find community that's not healthy. And I don't think in regards to who leads these movements or whatever, what their original intent was, how it got skewed over time. Once you get shareholders and stakeholders in your business, all of a sudden your original intent is polluted. Or diluted, I guess is a better.
No, both are accurate.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's wild though, because I remember, I guess early like blog days where I still have friends that I met in the Nike Talk blogs, right? Like I have friends that like I met up and bought sneakers from, and like behind the mall, mad late. I don't know why my parents allowed me to do that. Shout out to y'all. I'm glad I'm safe. I'm glad I'm safe, but like allow me to just go link up with people and meet them off the blogs to buy sneakers who are like still to this day very close friends of mine. So like,
because some of the people at my housewarming I met solely off of the internet. Yeah, like we met through podcasting, and then we met up in New York, and from there we've just grown.
And I think we need to also tell those stories, right? I mean, even you think about how taboo it was once upon a time ago to like meet people off your phone and like on the dating apps and all that stuff. And like there's beautiful love stories for people who've met in that capacity. So
for every love story, how many horror stories are there? Because
Craigslist killer.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But how many love stories around, how many tender love stories have you actually heard? Right. Like
you can look into positives and the negatives. Yeah.
Like it's still it does connect us in another way, right? And there's obviously good things, but yes, it is like people are very much being charged to become the cult leaders.
I say all that to say I want y'all to be careful and
you should take your glasses off for this. This is a good message. We should zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
One eye might be lower than the other, but it's still a good message.
That's facts. I want y'all to be safe in what y'all consume
Mm-hmm.
and realize the internet's not a real place. There's still so much sun outside. Touch grass, maybe not Philadelphia grass, but you should go. You might want to touch some grass or keep it because people need to be safe either way.
Yeah.
But safely consume what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it too seriously, and definitely don't use the affiliate link. Just Google search it on the back end and
and
really
don't
just take
don't
it
accept
to the man.
no cookies. Download a virtual private network.
Bro,
get off
and
of public
use the
Wi-Fi.
incognito mode on your phone.
Right. What really doesn't have many applications though. Incognito don't do much.
It don't do much, but people still just be raw dog watching porn on their phone. It's
Sickos.
crazy.
Sickos.
Disgusting.
Who does
Like,
that?
right next to your Bible app. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, who does that?
Hey.
Wait.
Protect yourselves.
What?
out
Wait, what?
Wow.
there. Your Bible app. That's crazy.
Use Twitter.
Can I say this?
Use Twitter.
The algorithm. Y'all need to start incorporating social media fast. Also, the algorithm is dangerous. I remember last summer, and I was high. off life. I was for the children that are watching. I was high off life, and I had
Do
clicked.
podcasts have ratings? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
We do. Yes. There are podcast
Like E for
ratings.
everyone. Like
What is
Yeah, so you can do one where like this is explicit, non-explicit. This is for kids, appropriate for kids. So,
this
like,
is for kids.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no,
B.
go
Go ahead.
it
Go
is
ahead and
not.
share.
No,
I-
no. You
I
was
had,
fighting to get kicked off the internet.
This is not for kids. Sorry.
I had clicked this. It's gonna sound crazy, but I did click it. It was bro, it was just diabetic amputations. Just bear with me,
No.
please. Well, it was on my feed and I just clicked it. I said, "Oh shit, this is because you think when somebody
I got
lose a
you.
foot, they use like a saw or a chainsaw. Or no, they just wrap this like steel cord around it and then 2 twists.
Not even a trigger warning.
Yeah, you're legless."
Wait.
And I had clicked that
Wait,
video.
Wait.
Yeah, there's no saw. It's just a cord.
Oh, I hate
They
that
wrap it
shit.
around.
I kind of
and
want to see.
They
it.
just
No, I don't. Oh, I hate
your
that
legless.
shit.
It's quick. And I watched that. I said, "Oh shit, let me watch another one." And before I knew it, my entire feed was diabetic amputations. And I had to use Instagram for probably 3 months to undo the work I did in one night. That's my algorithm story. Let's move on.
I don't know where to move on.
No, Keith, please tell me what you was keeping in the bean
Yeah,
about.
what you keeping it a beat about, Keys?
Because I don't want to get into my algorithm.
Diabetic amputation.
Diabetic
Actually, no, I
amputation.
can't say
No,
that
don't
on
say
air.
that.
I
Thank
can't
you.
say it on air.
I'm proud of
Go
you.
for it, yeah.
Honestly, if I don't know why. No, because in my mind, my keeping it a bean was definitely about to go very political because that's all that's been on my mind recently. And I just know that it's like, I don't know. I don't really talk politics with y'all like that. But if I'm gonna keep it a bean,
This
they are.
nigga called us stupid.
I did not call y'all stupid. I did not call any of y'all stupid.
Free
I just
Palestine.
free Palestine for one. But no, like I'm actually genuinely.
No.
Explain-
Go.
Okay.
Go.
It was.
Explain
have
that
that much
reaction.
Real quick,
We don't have
Real
that much
quick.
time.
No. Real quick, just because I'm thinking about like how things get pulled off, or I guess get stripped from the algorithm, and I was about to make a note about Iran and
Their retaliation because
yeah.
the way
But
that the
I'm
media.
also thinking about how. Yeah, just it's insane how the internet will pull this show off just because we'll talk about it. And
Dubs is going to put the bra strap in his pocket.
Yeah, he's been playing with
taking
this
this home with me.
He needed something.
he needs
sensory.
something. Yeah, you need to play. Yeah.
Full circle moment.
Anyways, so yeah, no, I've actually just been like genuinely concerned because I'm just like they are rolling back in the South, Tennessee, Texas, and Mississippi, the right to gather and protest. That was just
Not
stopped
rolling
by
back,
the.
didn't it?
They stopped it.
Yeah.
So DeRay McKesson's case versus the state, they were able to roll that back. So that like had me concerned, and I'm also just thinking around like the media suppression that's been happening with, and especially like how they're framing Iran as well, because I'm just like Israel definitely bombed the Iranian embassy, and then they are returning it, but then the UK and US pretty much intercepted all of their like any missiles and any drone strikes that were happening. Right.
Them to do numerous times.
Right. And so I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm genuinely like in this weird existentialist kind of space recently of just like, there is so much happening in the world. And like, I know it's not useful to like dwell of like what's all going on. But I'm like, yo, politically, global politics, it is like just wild to like witness all this stuff. So like, honestly, I've just been keeping up. It's an election year. And if I'm gonna keep it a bean, please just make sure that you're staying informed, and please make sure you're doing your due diligence on the news, because the way that general media, the mainstream media is showing everything, it's making it seem like Iran is the aggressor, but in reality, it's not. They're not. And so, I don't know. I've just been like thinking about that a lot, and thinking about like younger kids growing up, and also just like the sense of hopelessness that younger kids are just feeling, which I'm just like, I feel like it's just adding into like this hopelessness that the youth are feeling right now, and almost feeling like a lot of us are kind of giving up on them. And so I think the danger of us kind of being apathetic is demonstrating to like a lot of the youth right now. And because of that, it feels like a lack of an investment, or like there's no hope for the future of the world that they're going to grow up in. So yeah, that was my journal entry.
But I don't know. I don't know if students or younger people's apathy is due, or younger people's, I guess, fear and all that is due to our own apathy. They're consuming just as much, if not more, than we are, right? And they haven't had the opportunity to have dialogue, to be able to decompress, right?
Yeah.
Or even to process. So I don't know if, because it's hard when we've been consuming all years
9/11 recession,
like, right?
Katrina, pandemic, we got mad stuff.
And I would still say, like, though you may feel apathetic towards your own future, like, we still have to engage, we still have to civically engage and learn and be willing to ask questions. But like, also, I don't think we should feel guilty for
like having fun and stuff, right?
No,
I think
there's
still like space, right?
We should still be able to have those moments where we feel at a loss, and we don't have to feel the pressure that like we're causing this for the next generation, because like the reality is they're going through it right next to us.
You're right.
And so like, it is, instead we should just be having the same dialogue and conversations that we're having at this table, should be having with younger people.
Yeah.
With the expectation that like they know just as much as we do. It should be a conversation and not talking to.
We do.
Yeah.
And I think that's no. That's the sad part. We do, but like, and I can't say it's all kids, but I don't know the kids that we deal with on the day-to-day, they really don't care. Like we instill in them like, yo, this is what's happening. Like, what are you gonna do for your future? The X, Y, and Z. Bro, I don't care.
But
I don't care about none of that.
I think that's the part that's kind of heartbreaking, because I legit talk to some of these students, and it's like I would say 7 out of 10 kids genuinely just don't know what to ask. And I think now, sitting in this college access space more and more, I look at 9th graders who have like no idea where to even start or understand like the point. Like, I think for us growing up, college was always like the logical next step for every single thing that we did. And like, I feel like when I talk to kids and younger kids today, a lot of stuff just doesn't make sense to them as much. A lot of them also feel like there's a lack of investment in them. And I don't know where it starts, right? It's like, I feel like it's a chicken and the egg conversation a lot of the time, of just like, is it something that the parents should be instilling first and foremost? Is this a space where teachers and educators who have the capacity can do it? Or just in the community in general? I'm just like, I feel like it's difficult because kids are still kids. And as adults, I worry that we're giving up a lot faster. I can
agree with that.
Yeah.
We are not the adults that taught us. We don't have the same stick-to-itiveness. We don't have the same resilient spirit for valid reasons.
Because we jaded as fuck as millennials.
Yeah, and we're reclaiming our time. We're not career educators. We do our bit and go about our business, leaving with the competencies we've gleaned over the course of our current education. We're not teaching these kids for 25 consecutive years. We're not classroom mainstays. And as empowering as reclaiming that time has been for us, kids are disenfranchised in that process. So if they feel that way, I think it's for a valid reason. Yeah. And me talking about me leaving the classroom.
I mean, when you think about it, all of us did. Yeah.
Right. Immediately before this kind of speaks to that point. Like, we don't have what it takes in the same way that the educators before us emptied the tank every
But
solitary day.
And it was wild because I also think like there's also a breakdown in community. I don't know who I was talking to about it, but I know like growing up, did you have like your neighborhood schools that you all went to?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So you didn't have a neighborhood school?
I did, but my mom made sure I didn't go.
Okay. So I realized like for me growing up, I had a neighborhood school. So we would all get up. I would get my brothers ready. We would go next door, pick up Michael, pick up Kenny. We walk down the street, the same crossing guard for the same amount of years. We see the same old heads. You good? You need anything? You safe? Uncle RW. Like everybody, like along our path, there was somebody that we all knew. And I'm like, I feel like with the advent, and it's not, well, I worked for a charter school, but I do think like charter schools, because kids are going from uptown to West Philly to a different school, there's no obligation to community anymore. And because people just don't know each other, I feel like there's like a complete communal breakdown of like there's no longer an investment in youth, but also nobody cares about the space that they occupy either as much anymore too. So I don't know. It's still like a working thought, but I'm like, there feels like there's like a breakdown of like nobody feels obligated to their neighbors anymore. And I grew up being able to walk across the street and ask for sugar. So like I'm like, I look at that model of like I've never had to experience the worst of the world because the lady was throwing a chocolate at us for fucking up in the street. And then we can also be like, can I get toilet paper or sugar? Because we're missing this right now. And so I'm just like, we don't share resources and community in the way that I remember growing up. But I also realize Philly's also a different place.
Philly's a different place. And I think we also just have to like, I hate that I'm about to say this on air, but my mom is right. She be like, everything is relative, right? Everything is relative. And I can guarantee that our parents were looking at us and be like, shit, we're fucked. And I think I said last time that I was on this show that like the hopelessness that we're feeling about the next generation, like truly is all relative to the times and quite possibly the exact same feelings that our parents had, right? We've traded in that level of community for like broader perspective. Especially in a place like Philadelphia, where the majority of people, though, like now they can, special admit high schools and they can go wherever they want to go throughout the city. But the majority of people for generations in that same family never left North Philly. Right. And though that's beautiful, and they know all the people who have come into that neighborhood and all the people who didn't last in that neighborhood who left.
You don't know what you don't know.
Their children have gone all over the place. I was just talking about my experience teaching in Camden.
Cody, there and shit else in that cup.
I know, that's crazy.
There was water.
You drinking air, my nigga.
There's water. It's because y'all thirsty ass niggas want to drink all y'all shit.
Not too much, Cobb.
Fucking
Not
throat
too much.
goats over here.
That's
crazy.
Throat goats.
Y'all go. What did I do? Not you.
No, he's in it too.
All I did was enjoy my beverage.
I was just chilling, but we were just talking about how I taught in Camden, right? And like Camden is like a 7-mile radius, and those students look across that water and see Philadelphia and have never crossed that bridge to Philadelphia, right? And when we apply the same context to their parents or grandparents, like it was cool. Fuck it, this is Camden, this is my city, this is it. This is all I need to know, right? I think we've traded in certain things to opt for other things. We were just talking about how we build community in different ways, and that does still exist. It's just relative to the times. And so I think we need to, my push for us is to get a little, and I know it's exhausting, and I know that every time we talk about being a Black educator that you got to do the 8,000th different thing other than just teaching the children, right? But I think we need to be a little more creative in how we think we talk to and talk about our young people, because the things that they're experiencing, we have not in the same way that our parents did not experience those things.
Because we have to teach to the world that they're going to grow up in, but that requires us to listen. Because I think Gen Z's lit. I love Gen Z. I don't care what anybody says. Like activist-wise, 2020, I'm just like, there is so much hope in the stuff that they can get into. And so that's, I love the push, because I'm like, there's so much more. I know like Gen Z gets a lot of shit because it's like, y'all niggas don't want to work.
I mean, them niggas is weird too. But
yes, they are very different. But I do think there's a lot of hope. Hello, Gen Zer. But I do think there's genuinely like a lot of hope, because I also find them to be a much more curious generation as well. And so, I appreciate the variety of conversation we engaged in today. Thank y'all just for joining. It's huge. Congratulations.
Thank these
nuts.
What's going on?
That's insane.
He said it first.
I said not a damn thing.
Why are you lying?
I didn't hear anything.
Shout out to Gaslight.
Daniel's heard everything in the bitch ass nigga, and that's the problem. That's why I don't like bringing y'all on. Just kidding. This is the highlight. I know. I couldn't even.
Touch.
Anyways, once again, thank y'all. Anything y'all need to say before we head off? You good? You got 10 seconds.
Shout out to Burger King.
Shout out to Burger King.
Smell you buying up.
Smell your albinos.
What? What's going on? Don't touch me. I'm not validating that.
Bro.
Anyways,
I need to go home and eat.
Yeah, no, it's time. It's time to
I
wrap
got
it
rocks
up.
in my pocket.
Oh my God! I saw the video. It's a bad bitch with autism.
The girl or the guy?
The girl.
The girl.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, so
Respond to my DM. I don't remember what her name is, but if you see this,
top tier. She was very
I'll
funny.
hit you up in the DMs. Just holler at me.
All right. So thank you again for coming back for another episode of Keepin It. Shut up, so I can close out this fucking show. Like, damn, it's gonna cut us off. Thank y'all once again for coming through for Keeping It a Bean. Shout out to the team behind the camera as well. Kavon, Daniel, Jewel. Thank y'all so much. Top tier team over here. Thank y'all, good brothers. Y'all really my favorite humans in the world. So thank y'all for joining for another episode. Until next time, it's been four ignorant individuals. Ignorantly aware individuals.
All
Peace.
right. Good.